Okay. That is backwards. That is backwards. Hi, Shannon. How are you, honey? I'm trying to get my camera turned around. Yeah, I just finished my book and I thought I'd just go come on and let me get Tom's speaker turned down. Hi, Turtle Created. Oh, honey. Hi, Susan. How are you, honey? Thank you for stopping in. I didn't know if I'd have anybody or not, but I thought, well, all we can do is try. All we can do is try. I posted it on Facebook, so we should have some more coming in. And I hope y'all are getting ready for a big Thanksgiving tomorrow. We're not going to have ours until Saturday, so I don't have a thing to do tomorrow. So I was sitting here and just finished it up, and well, it's not quite finished. I've got to do some work on the edges. I'm going to put some lace on, I think, around the edges because it's rough. Are y'all up cooking? Or you got all that done? Hi, Spanky. How are you doing? Is my speaker up loud enough? Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. I wasn't sure if you did or not. Oh, that's good, Susan. Anyway, he's on Saturday, but the girls are all going to their other families, and so yeah, I don't see you going anywhere, Shannon, not for a while. Well, I tell you what, that stuff's nasty. It is nasty. I had it for almost a month. And Tommy and I just kept giving it back and forth to each other. 48 yards of eyelash trim. Oh my goodness. Girl, Spanky's going to have uh, an auction on the 24th. Is that right, Spanky? She's fixing to have a big auction. Wow. Tell them when your auction is. There you go. There you go. Am I pixelating and doing weird stuff? I think Misty's going to come in. She posted she would, but there. Hi, honey. How are you? There she is. I thought maybe it was because it's glitching a little bit. Now I hope that it stays good. I'm at least part way. You can't this YouTube. Honey, I'm good. How are you doing, Misty? I have missed you. I did watch your journal flip through, and oh, honey, it's so pretty. She just got done making a Christmas journal. Oh, no. Huh. I don't know. I don't know how many we'll have in. So if you all want to see this, we'll just do it. Yes, I have missed seeing you. You've been really working hard lately. Well, yeah, you almost will have to, won't you? Might be easier to take care of. Who knows? Well, girls, I thought I would give this altered book thing a try. I've never done one, and I'd been watching Lori Marie Jenkins a lot. And I thought, okay, I'm going to I'm going to give my I'm going to try my hand at this and see how I do. Um, and I tried to do it her style. I think I've got one page that might be her style. Hi, Angie. How are you? Uh, I don't do her style. Um, that's not me. So, and really don't have that stuff. I'd like to do some of it, and I did do one page. So, anyway, and it's interesting. I think it is anyway. It's kind of different. Um, it's way different for me. So I just kind of stuck to what I knew and done a lot of painting and used a lot of flowers and done things like that. And I call this uh, Secret Garden. And the cover is wallpaper that is Van Gogh print. And I just thought it was beautiful. So I decided to use that on it. And this was a Popular Mechanics book, and it's 10 by 7. And yeah, I really love the cover, and it's got texture. And I didn't have to paint it, do anything to it. I just had to put it on it. So I really like that. So this is the front of it, and that's and you can see it's puffed up and full, and it's got all it will hold in it. But I just wanted to do a small one so that I could see if I wanted to do them. And the answer to that is yes, I do. This was so much fun. And I found out that I could do things that I didn't know I could do. And so I'm really pleased with it, even though it's not uh, it doesn't have all the tags in it. And oh well, so maybe somebody will come in then. Um, it doesn't have all the tags in it yet that I want to put on it. It doesn't have the jewels on it that I want to hang on it. Um, it doesn't have as much lace as I want to put on it because I love to do lace. Lace is me. And I just had, like I said, I had never done it before. I have got a couple of tags in it, and I've got the pockets, full and that kind of thing. And so anyway, I just thought, let's just do this and see what we could do with it. And I have surprised myself. There's some good, there's some bad, there's some mistakes that you can definitely see. My spine was very weak, and I had to reinforce it. And in doing so, I almost broke the book in two. So I've had to really, really work on the spine. And so anyway, I'm just learning. But this was a sewn in book, and they say it's harder to use a glued book, but this it was a sewn book. Of course, it was old, very old. So um, I'll just go ahead and start because Tommy's waiting for me to come downstairs and stuff. So, and I've been up here a good portion of the day. I had the baby today, but I didn't have her until 1 o'clock this afternoon, and Lori was here, so she took care of her for a while, so I could work on it some more. So anyway, here's my book, and like I said, I'm going to call it The Secret Garden, and I hope somewhere to be able to put a book plate on it to be able, for that. And when you open it up, the first page is just affirmations, and I put a lot of glitter on this one. Probably more than I should have. But I just wrote down things that I liked and about flowers and uh, music things on this book, on this page. And this one says, "Stop and smell the roses." And then up here it says, "Sing in the rain." And then down here it says, "Sweet soul music." And then, "Love is music in the heart," or to the heart. And then over here it says, "Carry carry music, carry songs, uh, happy songs in your heart." And then on this one it says, "Walk to the beat of a different drum." And then here in the very center it says, "All you need is deep within you, waiting to unfold and reveal itself." And I love that. So I put that in the center of it. And because as you know, this is not a writing book. So here's my second page. And I put this beautiful young lady, and she's been in a couple of my books now, but this is the last one I've got of her. And I did use, on this one, I did use my, uh, well, what do you call that? Paper. I did use my paper on it. But this window here, which is over this beautiful girl, will also come over here and frame this beautiful girl. So, hi, honey, how are you? So we just got started. Yeah. So I have a frame, picture or window frame for either one of those. And this was my first page, honey. And it just has affirmations about music and flowers and carrying them in your heart and that kind of thing. Yeah, I really like the way the window turned out. Um, and then I used just paper on this side too and framed it with the lace. And then this woman, who is absolutely beautiful, I've had her for a while, and I thought she would be beautiful on this page. So that's where she went. Now here we're getting into some painting. I cut out a window here, and it didn't work. It didn't work. So it's, as you can see, it's covered up with her. But I put vellum in it, and when I Mod Podged it in, it rippled the vellum. So I had to frame it out, and I framed it just with whatever I had. But it says, "Where there is great love, there are always miracles." And then I did some texture paste, and there are small hummingbirds on all of these pages. And if you get to looking, you can see them in that paint. And then just some dots and, texture. And then on this side, it says, "Dare to be remarkable." It's just on a little vellum piece here. And then on this one, there's not a lot on it, but this is more or less where my flowers really get started. And here I've got a little fairy house. Can you see it all right? Or am I out of frame? Let me get it over here a little bit. See my little fairy house right there. So I made a hanging heart. And this is my hanging heart. And this is a triple flip page. So it comes out like this. And you can see it on this page and see the little girl behind it. You can turn it over here and see the flowers and the little fairy house. Or you can close it up like this and see the cards and things like that in it. So it has 3 different ways that you can use the window. And it is tied on. It is free floating. And as you can see my hand through here, I've tied it on with some twine through grommets. And then on this side, it has the sunflower and the butterfly. And this side is the lace and more frilly. So anyway, that's probably my favorite thing I've done, but I've done some others that are really cool. And on this page, I put, forget your mistakes, but remember what they taught you. Because I did make a mistake on this. I was going to put 2 tags together on this and try and make them work, and it didn't. So I ended up punching 2 holes in this. But when you get to this page, this is my favorite creation, I think. We have, and I don't know if you can, how good you can see it. We have a double pop-up. So this is Tim Holtz pictures and images. And I don't know, I'm going to try and push it back just a little bit more, and maybe you can see the images in the picture. I can lift it up a little bit because I'm getting a shadow from the lights and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, this is, I made a picture frame here, and this swivels here, can come in and out. And then, of course, these are pop-up flowers along with it. So when you fold it up, they all fold together. And then on this page, you fold it out, and I have a bouquet of flowers. And these were a trial. These were a big trial. I could not glue them together right to save my soul. And I tore them apart and put them back together and tore them apart and put them back together. So they're very weak. And I don't know how long they'll last being folded in and out, but they seem to be doing all right now. And I'd done some painting and texture paste and some gold metallics and some the aqua or teal, however you want to call that. And added a few little extra flowers and the dragonfly and a little it's late at night and I've worked all day. That thing. Ladybug. I'll get it out here in a minute. Yes, I'm really pleased with these 2 pages, and they do work simultaneously, together. I thought it turned out really, really pretty. And when you're just sitting and looking at it, you can get, you get the full, but you have to come up that close with it in order to get it to fold right. So anyway, those are, yeah, I worked on those. I really enjoyed those, and I want to do some more pop-ups. So, and this is my pocket page, and this is, this tag says free to fly, and I love that. And these are wedding day tags that were sent to me when I had my 500 or my 300 subby giveaway. And what is that hung on? Anyway, they were great big tags. And I just did them, and they were beautiful. And all of them was both of them was wedding tags. So they fit perfectly in here. And then this one says free to fly over here. And again, it's got a little flower it's hanging on. But it's really pretty too. And these were sent to me, I believe. Here's a card on the back. And that one, which I didn't even realize. And there's two, and a pony, and it's beautiful, and more flowers. I didn't even know those were back there. And I couldn't tell you who sent them to me now. Um, I did have their names all written down. I don't know if it's on the back of this one or not. And no, it's not. So, and then I had this sheet of paper sent to me, and it is glittery and pretty, and it's absolutely the perfect colors for this page. So it had to go in here. And then I had these Tim Holtz dolls, and I put this group of women right here in their garden, and put the big flower there. And then there are birds and dragonflies, and this little bird that I had made a napkin window out of. And then another tag right here. So I do have some tags in it. So anyway, that's I call that my free to fly page because of that tag. And I just loved it. This is my one that I did something different on. And this tag, and it's not all going into view, says elements up here at the top. And these ladies were in jars, corked jars. So there was this one who was all dressed and casual, and this one who was all la di da. So I just thought, she's got this look on her face where she could just be evil. So I made her a crown out of some flowers, and I put a leaf here, in front of her. And then I cut out this little pot and put that in front of her like it was a statuary. And on hers, it looks almost like there's fire behind her, and to me. So I put this little demon-looking thing that I found on a book cover, like she is sending it over to this woman, and he can go through glass. So the battle may be waging. But that was something completely different. I mean, I never dreamed that I would do anything like that. But it's different, and I liked it. After I done it, I thought, well, that's kind of fun. Even though I didn't really do a whole lot, it was kind of fun to do, kind of to alter it and do a little something. And this is my final page. This is not a very big book, and I made another twisted paper tree. And there's a butterfly up here in the tree. All of these are cut from paper, hand cut, and they're all loose. They all are free on the page. And then there's this lace, vine lace, that I put all the way up the tree. And then the pop out flowers here and here. And I found this little image of this little girl, and she was juggling, and her eyes were wide open, and she was concentrating on juggling. But I just thought how cool she looks. She's got that concentration look, and she had her hand open and a cool place to put a bird. So I said, to me, she looked like, when, this bird's landed on me, what do I do now? And I made her a little crown of flowers on her head, and of course got the bird in her hand. And then all these were Tim Holtz things that I found on sale. And then this is the final part of the book, and this is the door to the secret garden. When you leave this one, you can go to another one. So go from one garden to another. So I really liked it. This is the first page I made, and I love making these paper twists. I love doing the paper twist. I enjoy them. They're you can create with them. I did a journal, a princess journal that had a mirror on it, and it was made with a paper twist. It looked like an old gnarled mirror. It was for Snow White's, mirror, mirror on the wall, and it was on the front of the book. And then I have another one up here with a tree and a garden gate, and it's very pretty. So I had yes, this is mixed media is not something that I'm very good at, and I mean I think I've done all right, even though I did it in my style. Um, this is the kind of stuff I have. If I had had steampunk, I might have um, or done something different. And I really didn't have a lot of magazines. I found those two images here in a 417 magazine. And I was so surprised to find something like that in it because most of it is just little snippets about, what's going on in the 417 area. So, well, I've watched Melissa do creeples, but now listen, I'm not a fussy cutter like she is, and I ain't going to be. I don't want to fussy cut like that. So, there's a little black edge around this, and that suits me just fine. I've got I haven't got any stabilo or whatever Lori Marie calls that. I used an eyebrow pencil and did some darking, putting some dark lines around and shadows around some of the things, but I'm just not too into that, so I don't know. I don't mind the ink, making the little dots on it, putting the little stuff that, it's a very small book, and I have just enjoyed it to no end. And this is the reason why it didn't take me very long to make it, is because I made it, in a small enough book that I could make it fast. So I'm going to make another one. But anyway, that's my book, girls. And I've got to do a little painting around here or put a little trim because I already had these pages glued down. So there was no way to fold up. And I won this wallpaper and I had forgotten it. And I thought, that's perfect. It's just perfect for, it's actually going the wrong direction. It should be going this way because it's a tree, but you can't really tell it. So, hi, Vicki. Well, I just finished it, but I'll flip back through it again for you. We haven't been on here but 28 minutes, so I can flip back and show you the pages. These are affirmations about music and flowers and, keeping a song in your heart and that kind of thing. And this is my window page. And it covers both girls. So you can view each one of them in a window if you want to. And then this is where I first started doing the painting and the texture paste and that kind of thing. And on this page, there are 3 hummingbirds that are texture pasted in, and you can actually see them if you look real hard. You can see them. And then it says, where there is great love, there are always miracles on that one. And then this page I left relatively blank. I do want to put a fairy on the other side of this, but this is my hanging heart. And you turn this page over, and this is a fold out, and I forgot to show you that part. And the heart is hanging free on its own with just 3 grommets and tied up. And you can look at it here and see this little girl on the tag. You can look at this side of it, which has 4 tags or 3 tags and an envelope. And turn it over here and open it up, and you can see the little fairy house. And I would love to put a little fairy right here in this corner. And because I thought that little house was cute. So, and then on this page, it says, forget your mistakes, but remember what they taught you. And I had some mistakes in this one, let me tell you. And then we're going to go to the one I really, really wanted to do. And that is my pop-up picture. And it's a double pop-up. So I have the Tim Holtz people in here in a picture frame. And then, of course, got a tag over here for another little something on it. And my pop-up flowers here. So they all fold in together and, just pop out. And it was not hard to make. You have to remember where to put it on your page. That's the hardest thing about it. And I will do, if you all want me to, I will do a video on this. And this one was fairly easy. And these are harder than this. A lot harder. And then this page is my bouquet. And this one has had a little bit of rough treatment. It's got several flowers on it that, don't open too good anymore because, hi, Patricia, I absolutely could not figure out how to glue those things down. And I pulled them apart and put them together and pulled them apart and put them together. And then my grandbaby got a hold of it today and she done a little pulling apart. So, yeah, but she loves this page. She loves this page. And then we have the pocket page, which is a double pocket here and here. And I call this my Born to Fly or Free to Fly page. And I've got 2 long wedding tags here that was given to me in those top pockets. And a tag here. And then this piece of paper, which just matched it so well. That, Vicki, I'm so glad to see you. And then, of course, I got the birds up here next to the big flower. And a little bird down here. And then the dragonfly. And then a Tim Holtz, another group of people. And I done the little dots like Miss Marie does, Miss Jenkins does, Lori Marie. She's awesome. I love to watch her. And she's very addicting. She's got a soft voice and she's very addicting to listen to. And this is one that I finally broke out of because I'm pretty well out of I'm out of the shabby chic stuff. Well, no, I'm not out of it. I've got lots of paper, but I'm out of other than lace. I'm pretty well out of these. So I finally made a magazine page, which I never thought I'd be able to do. And and it's called Elements. And this is, I think of her as the goddess of fire. And this is the goddess of woods. And, oh, okay, Susan, you have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. And I'll be thinking about you. It's all. And so anyway, so she's sending out a little demon to go over here in her jar. And they've both been captured. So, there's all sorts of stuff going on in this one. But she has a little more protection around her. So anyway, that's my That was the last page that I had to do in the book, and I just could not think of anything to do. And when I seen those, I thought, okay, I'm going to try it. So anyway, and then this one is the last page, and it is my twisted paper tree, and got a butterfly up here in the top, and a little vine that climbs all the way down and is hanging off the tree over here. And this little girl was in the garden, and a little bird landed on her hand, and she had made herself a wreath of flowers for her hair, and she was stunned by it because look at those bright eyes. And then the flowers are popped up here and here to give it some depth. And then I call this book Secret Garden, and that's because once you get through this garden, you can go through the secret door and enter another one. So that's my final page. And you know, these are the, you know, the really special ones to me. Is, you know, these I because I've done this on my own. I researched it and I done it on my own. I had seen these in cards and I thought they were beautiful. And so, but as you can see, my flowers are not opening up all the way. And it's because I have not got them glued right, or I have one too many flowers in it. I don't know. But let me tell you, that was a booger, as my mama would say. And then, of course, this one. And this turned out to be easier than I could ever imagine. It just went right together. And even the flowers went together better. My problem is on these is that I didn't cut them all to match. Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, honey. I'm not doing anything. I'm just killing time tonight. And then here is my other pocket that I made. And this was actually sent to me in the mail, just like you're seeing it on here, except that I covered it and put it on this page, and it matches, of course, this one. And it had this tag in it. Get back in frame. It had this tag in it, just like that, already folded. And then I found this one, which was a perfect match in color for it. And so that made a really nice pocket. Vicki, did you see my heart? Patricia, I don't know if you have or not. Had you seen this? Do you want me to show it to you, or are y'all happy with it? Have you done a heart, Patricia? Because here is my heart, my hanging heart. And you can look at the little girl over on this side and the roses. You want to live in the fairy house? Yeah. And then you can view the fairy house this way, or you can close the page and view the cards. And there's a little envelope here. And so that, and it was really simple to do. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grommets, and then I've got 5 on the heart. And I just took twine and tied them together on there and hung it. And it was just that simple. Cut out the heart, and I done an elongated one, that and then I decorated it because this was just cards that I was sent. I loved them. Little C sent me these, and so I really liked them, but I wanted this one to look a little different, so I put lace over the inside, and then the trim around the outside, and then a little jewel there that was broken, and then put lace all around it here, and shabby chic this one up And I want to put a little fairy on this one. Here, the fairy would show right here. And so I love the way it done, and I made it a triple fold just out of the old pages, and those are easy to make too, because I just used masking tape, just regular old masking tape. And I've got a few more cards I want to make. And then I made this window, and it's for viewing this girl or this girl. And oh, thank you, honey. Uh, I didn't feel like I was killing time with this one. I really, really wanted to do this. My heart was in this one. And the last journal I made is sitting right up there unfinished. My heart wasn't in it. And you've got to have your heart in it, or you just can't do them. But these windows are not hard to do, and they can be flip up windows so that you can, you don't have to be, have it open on both sides, or you can put a screen in it, or whatever you want. I didn't. I just left it open. Yeah, I'm trying. And yes, the girls are very lovely, and I don't mind looking at either one of them on, this one. I just absolutely loved her in the two journals that she's been in now. And then this page was my affirmation page. And all of these have a different saying on them. This says, stop and smell the roses. And right here it says, all you need is deep within you. Everything, excuse me, I don't have my glasses on, so I'm having a little trouble reading here. All you need is deep within you, waiting to unfold and reveal itself. And I thought that was really pretty. And then it says, sing in the rain, sweet soul music, love is music to the heart, and always carry a song in your heart. And then here it says, walk to the beat of a different drum. So all of those was that was my affirmations, along with, a couple more in here. But I was really, really pleased with the way it's turned out. I didn't know if I could do it or not. This says, forget your mistakes, but remember what they taught you. And then, I watched a video on this, and I don't remember the guy's name, but he's here on YouTube, and he has a book, and it's all about pop-ups. And what on that tag? So anyway, it's all about pop-up and what you need to do to make them, the angles you need to put them on, and what kind they are. And this is one of the most simple kind you can make, and it really was. It really was. It was fun, and it turned out really pretty. I'll tilt it up where you can see the picture a little bit better. So anyway, I really liked the way it turned out, and I wanted this to kind of look like a table, so I put the lace in front of them and a little flower here and a little bouquet of flower behind the picture. And then this tag was one of those people where this, but it says love. Anyway, this is the good sister, that's the bad sister. Anyway, I really enjoyed it, girls, and I've showed it 3 times now, and I have looked through it, and when I open this for the kids, they just ooh and awe over these pop-ups. So I have got to make my little ones a pop-up book. And this is the one that I really spread my wings on. So I'm really pleased with that one. And then, of course, this is one of the first things that I ever did was make a paper twist. So Um, and the outside of it is covered in Van Gogh's paper wallpaper. So, night, Angie. I'm fixing to sign off of here too. I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough. I thought about videotaping it, and I thought, no, let me have somebody to talk to. So I just come on and thought we'd just look through it, and I would record it, and then it will be on the air in tomorrow. And if there's anything, and I froze up right there. There we go. Now we're back. I froze up for a minute. But anyway, I'm done. I've gone through it 3 times, and I've got a few more things details that I want to put on it before I'm actually really, really done. I want to get this a little smoother around here and do some of that stuff. But it's not bad for a week's work. Have a happy girls, and if you're not having Thanksgiving, give thanks anyway. Uh, every day is a day that we should give thanks. And I love you all, and I'm so glad that you come in tonight. And I really thank you because I know it's a holiday night, and y'all have been busy all day. So, um, okay, honey, I'll tell him. Um, oh, Patricia, I'm so glad to see you, honey. I've been watching your videos, so I've been watching you do these. So, well, I may have to start coming on late at night so I can see you girls. I don't mind that at all. If I have some people come in, it would just tickle me to death. So, so anyway, girls, it is getting late though, and I'm gonna give Tom his medicine, but we were late on taking it this morning, so I was waiting a little. So, I'm gonna go downstairs and yeah, get something to drink and spend a little time with Tom and give him his medicine. And I'm so glad to see you, Patricia and Vicky and all of you. And Angie, thank you. And Shannon, thank you so much. And I really do appreciate it. Okay. Love and hugs. And have a wonderful day tomorrow with your family. And I will be back soon. I will be back soon. And I might come back on late. This seems like a good time for me right now. So I love you girls. We'll talk to y'all later. And don't forget Spanky's auction on the 24th. She has got some wonderful things to sell. Buttons and lace and trims and everything. So don't forget it. So we'll see you all tomorrow sometime. Love you all. Good night.